everyone, and welcome to finally another episode of RP Weekly. I did take 2 weeks off to kind of get myself under control. I'll do a vlog, which will kind of explain everything that's been going on. So for now, we're going to get into episode 26 of RP Weekly. So RP trends are a little difficult to do this week, mainly because I've been offline pretty much for the past 2 weeks. But I'm gonna grab a couple things that I have seen, and we're gonna see what happens. So first up would be a lot of extra formatting in terms of text when it comes to mainly in the RPHs do it, RPTs do it as well. Just formatting the text in kind of fun, creative ways. So for the next few things, I'm catching up over the past 2 weeks that I haven't done RP Weekly, so there's going to be kind of a bulk list happening. So for tasks weekly, the 17th task was science fiction, the 18th was dyed hair, and then the 19th was facial hair. So for Drabbles weekly, the second task was a visual prompt, which was this photo. The third one was titled The Call, and you had to implement a phone call into the Drabble. And then the third task was called One Shot, and you had to use the phrase, "I'll only have one shot." So first up, I have alternative Harry Potter roleplays. And by this I mean anything that hasn't been written already or made a movie of. Think that Harry Potter roleplay that I found a few weeks ago. Well, I don't know how long ago it was. It was set in Germany in the Victorian era, so something kind of like that. Something that hasn't been done yet. I would love to see it, so I'm going to give alternative Harry Potter roleplays 5 corgis. Aesop fables. I know fairy tales are like Grimm's fairy tales are pretty popular, but Aesop fables are pretty obscure in terms of the Tumblr world. And I know people love to do, label RPs or inspired by and things like that. So Aesop fables, I'm going to give 2 corgis. Candu Dere, who is a Turkish actress. And secondly, Brock O'Hearn, who is a model and I believe an actor, and he is gorgeous. And someone please. Hell HQ. This is a skeleton roleplay that is set in a town where demons actually possess the citizens, and the town is actually called Hell. Initiative 6, and this is a spy roleplay that has elements from movies like Born Identity or Suicide Squad. And the Initiative 6 is actually a covert government agency, and there is this group called Project Valkyrie who take these I-6 agents and experiment on them. Of Bourbon RPG, and this is a semi-Atlas roleplay that is set in Versailles in 1672 during King Louis XIV's reign, just before the beginning of the Franco-Dutch War. Void HQ, and this is a semi-Atlas roleplay that is set in the Skyrim world, and it centers around the Dark Brotherhood, and they are a group of assassins. When I started to browse through their navigation, I saw that the races that they have listed out have actually links to names that you could consider for your character. Dragonstone HQ. This is an Atlas fantasy medieval world roleplay. It is set in the world of Dragonstone, where there are 5 kingdoms who all have been constantly fighting, but they finally found peace. However, the other races, the magical beings, are now suffering because all their focus is back on them and they're being imprisoned and hunted. Each of these kingdoms actually has their own page on the blog, and you can go and read up about what the kingdoms look like. And they also even have a example of the type of accent that people born in that kingdom is. For example, there's one that I saw that was Russian accent, another has British accent. And this is something that people tend to forget to put in because when you think of Game of Thrones, different regions have different accents. So I thought that was just something notable to point out. Dead Poet Society RPG, and this is actually set in present day, and it is based off of the movie Dead Poet Society, which is amazing, and if you haven't seen it ever, you should definitely go see it. But it is all female, and it is a skeleton roleplay. Casablanca RPG, and this is a roleplay that's actually inspired by The Great Gatsby, film noir, and sci-fi's Ascension. After the humans have depleted the Earth, a ship called Casablanca is sailing through space to try and find another planet to make home. So Singular Family has actually been in charge of the ship for quite some time, and the next person to become the leader actually is found dead. And now there's just a big scramble to figure out who's going to be next in leading this colony of people on a ship. So definitely browse through their blog because they have just a ton of things to look at, and it's a really creative idea, and I like the combo of film noir with a modern idea of space and traveling through space. So for indie blogs this week I have Anne Hale, and this character is from the show Salem. They are actually canon divergent as well. Dolores, and this is a selective Dolores Abernathy RP blog from Westworld. And finally, for notable blogs this week, I have Thea Mia, and they are obviously Thea Queen from the show Arrow. They are also selective and multiverse. So the goodie bag this week is stuffed with stuff. The first few links, as you will see, are all the Drabbles Weekly and the Tasks Weekly links. There is also a couple themes in there. There's a getting over your RPing insecurities guide. There's a guide to creating facial hair in Photoshop. Ton of face claim options down there as well. So I want to give a very heartfelt thank you for anyone who recently has, over the past couple weeks, has sent me a message or commented on a video. Honestly, I had hit a low, and it was really good to hear from people, to know that people were watching, and it means a lot. And I know Abeko and I have quite a few things in the works, and we are happy and excited to share them with you all. So stay tuned. I will be working at a regular schedule of a weekly show now. I just kind of need a little bit of a break, and now I'm back, and as you can tell, I am better than ever, I guess, or at least better than I was from my update video. So thank you for your patience. As always, subscribe, leave a like. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching and for subscribing and for any of the ways that you contact us. We do really appreciate it. So have a great beginning of week, end of week, whatever time zone you're in. My name is Stori, and I will see you next week on RP Weekly.